In this video, I will be silently installing Microsoft Teams. I will use PSExec to execute the installation as a system account. And the main reason for that is that I want to make sure that the installation is successful no matter what user I'm using to deploy the software. If you want more details about that, you can check out the video that I have here. And as you can see, I'm starting this video from my GitHub page, and that's because I have few bits of information here that I will be using for this video, and I will leave the URL in the description down below. Now I will begin this video by downloading Microsoft Teams, and I will use the link that I have here. And it brings us to this Microsoft documentation page, bulk install Teams using Windows installer. And we are using this bulk installer because Microsoft Teams is a type of application that installs under the user who is installing it. In our case, that will be a system account, and that's good for nothing because then no other normal user account on that computer would be able to access or use the software. So we'll install the installer, then later on we'll install Teams for all the users during the logon process. And in most cases with this type of software, it's way more complicated. But Microsoft is providing this installer that makes life for us a lot easier. So if I scroll down a bit, we see this table where we see a few versions of the software. I will be using this commercial one and 64-bit edition. So I will click on it and it should start the download for us. Now I will go to my downloads folder and we see our MSI installer here. I will be installing this software in a virtual machine. So I will right click on the file, click copy, go to my VMware workstation where I have my virtual machine prepared. And I will paste the software into the software folder. And as you can see, I have my PS executable in the same folder. So the next step for us is to open a command line. I will go to my start menu, type cmd, and run as administrator. Now we want to change our directory in our command line to the directory where we have our executables. So I will click on the link here and then I will copy it. Then I will type here cd, paste in the destination and press enter. Now if I type there, we see our executables here. And if I do who am I, it is saying that I am admin user on this computer. And like I said, I will be performing the installation as a system user. So for that, I will use psexec to start another command line. So I will type executable name psexec.exe -i for interactive -s for system. Then goes the process that we want to start. So in my case, it's cmd. I will agree with the license terms. And if I do who am I here, it is saying that I am anti-authority system. So everything that I will do in this command line, I will be doing it as a system user. Once more, we want to change the directory to the directory where we have our executables. So for that, I will type cd, paste in the directory, press enter, and if I do there, once more, we can see our executables. The next step is to start the installation. And for that, I will go back to my GitHub page. And here I have the command that I will be using for this video. And here I'm using cmdc. This is not necessary, but it allows us to see when the installation is fully finished just by looking at the command line. Next, I'm providing the executable name. Next, I'm using a parameter quiet, and this is the main parameter that makes this installation a silent installation. Then I'm using a parameter no restart. And here I'm just asking for the installation not to reboot my computer after the installation is done. And also I'm using a parameter all users equals 1. This makes this installation a machine-wide installation, and that means that all the users on the computer will be able to access the software. So I will copy the command, go back to my virtual machine, paste in the command and click enter. And it seems that it's done. But if I go to my control panel, we see that we don't have the Microsoft Teams application here. We see that we have Teams machine-wide installer, but we don't have Teams itself. And it should not be in our start menu also. So we managed to install the installer, but for the installer to install Teams, we need to relog. So I will close all the windows that I have here. And then I will go to my start menu, click on my user and sign out. Now I'll provide a password to sign back in. And if I go to my task manager, we see that some of Microsoft Teams processes has started. If I go to control panel once more and select and install the program, we see our application now here. And that's because the application has been installed during the login process, and this would happen for each user on the computer. Because like I said, Microsoft Teams is a type of application that is installed under the user account. And it should also be in our start menu, and here it is. So it seems that everything is working just fine. And that's it for this video. In the future videos, I will show you how to deploy Teams using other deployment tools such as group policy. So like and subscribe if you want to see that, and see you in the next one.